the back. All right, we have head coach Tyson Helton. Coach will open it up with a statement, and then we'll jump into questions.
Good team win tonight. It was good to see a lot of different guys got to play tonight, so got some good evaluations. Got 2 wins at home, so that's good. Now we got to go on the road and play a really good Toledo team, and be a great challenge for us, but looking forward to that challenge. But pleased about tonight. Still a lot we need to fix, a lot we need to get better at. Thought we got off to a slow start, really offensively and defensively. I thought on defense they had our number there. We were able to keep them out of the end zone, which was good. And then offensively, they had our number for a couple drives, but then we settled in, and so that was good to see that we settled in and started making plays. But it's a lot of things we need to work on, but good team win. With that said, questions?
Yeah, that slow start, was that just adjusting to the unknowns of the defensive?
Yeah, it was a little bit of adjustment. Didn't exactly know, what they were going to be in. They got into an odd stack look, which they had shown before. We didn't handle it very well, but then we, after a series or two, was able to figure some things out. So that was good. And thought, our players that are our best players showed up again, and when we needed them to show up after the slow start. So that was good to see as well.
Tyson, last week's game, your offensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage. How would you quickly assess
I thought we were just okay. I didn't think we controlled the line of scrimmage well early. I thought we turned some guys loose at times. My father is a legendary offensive line coach, so I'm very critical of offensive line play, and we need to protect the quarterback at all costs. Now, with that being said, they did a lot of great things too, and they did a lot of things that were really good to see. It's just you have to evaluate yourself off of what a good competitive opponent might do against you, and we need to play better in all phases. But big men lead the way here, both offensive line and defensive line, and so they need to lead the way at all times. I felt like at times we did, and at times we didn't. So we got to get that going.
Coach, over 700 yards from Maverick over these past 2 weeks. What's just your evaluation of him?
See, again tonight, had a really good command of the offense. Thought he made his plays when he needed to make them. Threw the ball pretty well down the field. Made some accurate throws. Had a good solid night. It was good to see our young quarterback Rodney get in there, and it was great. I knew very first play he was an RPO. I knew he was going to throw it. That's kind of the player he is, and he threw a strike right there for an explosive play. So that was cool to see. But overall, I thought Mav did a good solid job. Had a good night.
Going back to that slow start, what does it say that the confidence that you and offensive coordinator Bobby have in Maverick to let him do his own thing and get the team on the board? Yeah,
I think really the beauty of coaches is making adjustments and putting your players in good positions where they can make those plays. So first couple of series, we didn't necessarily do that as coaches, including me. But we eventually figured that out and was able to get those guys in position. And once we did, the players were able to make those plays.
Just looking at KD, showed his versatility tonight. First, describe what you saw in that catch for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And obviously coming right back, using them in the run game to get another touchdown.
Yeah, players make plays, and he's one of our players. And when your play is called to you, you got to make it. And he made a great one-handed catch and was covered very well. And so that doesn't surprise me that KD made that play. And then, later on we had a sweep around the left edge that he was able to score with, which was great to see. So, the guys that we're counting on to go out there and make their plays, they did tonight, and that was good to see.
You had 10 different guys at least rush the ball one time. Is it kind of like a fight for that RB1 spot still, or is it kind of in the system that there's going to be a lot of different running backs?
I think Coach Applewhite does a great job, right now. Parrish is kind of the first one to run out there, but we do trust all our running backs. Everyone's a little bit unique in what they bring to the table. I think Coach Applewhite does a good job of, by play design, who needs to be in there for what plays. So that's a tribute to our running back coach, because that's hard, especially being a tempo offense, and he's got to hear what play's being called and try to get the right guy in, and so he's done a really good job with that. So I've been very pleased with our running back room. Any one of those guys could carry the load, but Coach does a great job of mixing it up with those guys.
Did you have a halftime plan as far as how long Maverick would play, or did you go?
We talked about it. Yeah, we talked about I wanted him to go back out there and start the second half, get a drive or two. Was not pleased that he took a hit during that drive that was unnecessary. But wanted Mav to go back out there and continue at least to start the second half and eventually face him out of there.
You guys benefited from a huge special teams play early in this game too, where they fumble the opening punt. You guys score right after that. I mean, without that slow start might have been even slower.
Yeah, no, it was great to you'll take every play you can get, and that was a big momentum change, and we capitalized on it. And where last week we got down in the red area twice, started drives, once at the 35 and another one like at the 32 last week, but we didn't capitalize on that. We had to kick field goals, and so that was good to see we capitalized on the muff punt. And but you're right, at the time we were kind of trying to figure it out, and that helped the momentum for sure.
You mentioned the kicking game. Cameron had another.
Yeah.
For you.
I was joking with him.
Maynard had that one monster punt as well.
Yeah, all our kicking specialists are doing a really good job. Cole hit it good tonight on the punch. Cannon had some good field goals. John continues to boot him in the end zone. I was joking with John, our kickoff guy. So when are you going to hit it up in the berm, man? You haven't done that yet. So he says, "I'm trying, Coach. I'm trying."
Next week, Coach, we have that Toledo team. Played them last season, and they came in here and very good game. It was physical and energetic. What's the game plan going into that?
Good football team, and it's going to be a big challenge for us for sure. I had a chance to watch a little bit of their game against Kentucky today. Going to Kentucky and being in that environment, I mean, they're a good football team. So, and we'll be excited to play them. Two good football teams playing. So, should make for a good game. But we got to play our best game for sure if we want to go win that game.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.